I'm back again, as I promised. I actually realized after last week, I realized I had left out one of my palettes from my haul. Oops. So I'm going to show that to you first really quick. It is my BH Cosmetics 88 color neutral palette. And I will pop this open and let you see it. Unfortunately, one of my colors was broke. I have to fix it, and that was my white up here in the corner. But as you can tell, it's just all neutral tones. It's unworldly. Who'd have thought that there'd be 88 neutral shades? As you can tell, I actually did more of a neutral look today, as per request from one of my subscribers. My main neutral colors I used was from this little palette right here, and it is by Hard Candy, and it's called Birthday Suit. Hard Candy is really awesome in the fact that they are, somewhat inexpensive. They're not super overpriced, and you get a lot of colors in these little mini palettes for I think like $6. There's 10 colors in here, and I can tell you now, if you do invest in Birthday Suit, if you go to use this little dark brown one right here, let me pop it open so you might be able to see it a little better. This one right here, if you actually go to use it, go light-handed. It is insanely pigmented. I came to find this out the hard way when I was doing this look. I went to put it in my outer corners, and I picked up, a decent amount, not too much. Turned out it was too much. I had to severely blend. I had to put, some powder over it to diffuse it. That wasn't enough. So I ended up having to take this little off-white right here, and I had to put that over it and blend it, and finally it diffused to this nice softer brown. So I will tell you now, if you get this one and you go to use that brown, definitely go light-handed. But if you're looking for something really bold and dark, pile it on. I do have some more honorable mentions this week, not to just that palette. I actually use this. This is a color tattoo metal by iStudio from Maybelline, and it's 24-hour in the color Barely Branded. And I actually use this as a primer for my eyeshadows. I do have an actual primer, but I have found that, my colors tend to blend actually a little bit better using this than actually using my primer that I have. Maybe it's because my primer is a cheap little knockoff impersonation, but this definitely works really well. And for example, if you had this and you can't even find your primer if you have one, this makes a good stand-in. Another one, my lipstick today, is actually a Sally Girl from Sally's Cosmetics. It's just this little tiny mini tube, and it doesn't even have a number on it, or a name on it, but it's just kind of a little pinky nude. It also makes good for, emergency kit in the office. And let's see, my other honorable mention that I have for you today, let me shake these up just so you can see them a little bit better. And they are the Lorac 3D Liquid Lusters. I found this set of 4 on Amazon for 28 bucks. These things usually sell for like $14 a piece. There's this one right here, and it's called 24K. It's a nice little soft shimmery gold. I'm sorry, my light washes it out like crazy, but it's actually just a soft gold. It's not a vibrant gold. The second one I actually have on my inner third today, over top of my kind of a peachy color. You can't really tell, but it's called Rose Quartz. It's got a little bit of a gold shimmer, but it's mostly got a light peach shimmer to it, and it's almost opalescent. The third one that I have here, man, these things settle like crazy, so you have to shake them up every time you use them, but they're worth it. This one is called Opal. It's white, and it actually has a little bit of a blue hue to it. It's very frosty. It would be really pretty for a nice wintry look. And then this last one is Amethyst. It's kind of a nice little purpley brown tone with a little bit of gray to it. And the shimmer to this one is really opalescent. And you can actually apply them with a small brush. Just put like a drop on the back of your hand and dip your brush in, and then just pat it on your lids wherever you want it, or your cheeks, just anywhere you want it. I prefer to use it on my eyes. And let's see. Something else you can use instead of that little brush, which I found a little bit more effective for me, was of course putting the little tiny drop on the back of my hand and actually using my index finger and then actually just patting it lightly on where I want it. And I've noticed that sometimes, depending on the brush you use, it'll absorb all the liquid to it, and therefore, you know, it goes on kind of clumpy. But sometimes you'll luck out and you can actually sweep it on and get a nice metallic color. And I also decided to do like a little miniature haul for you. These are some older things that I've had, but I just haven't used them yet, and they're all hard candy. So this is kind of like a little miniature hard candy haul. I actually have 6 shades of individual pressed powder eyeshadows. I will show you those. This first one, let's see, they're called The Single and Loving It by Hard Candy. This one is called Fancy Free. It's actually kind of a very pale gold color. Seems like it's almost got like a pearlescent, maybe a satin finish to it. I think all of these pretty much have satin finish. We also have this one here, which is called Magnetic. It's kind of a nice dark gray borderline on black. And it seems like it has a little bit of shimmer, not too over the top. We also have Flirty, which is a nice pretty baby pink. It's got a nice little satin finish to it. Then we have Unattached, which is a nice vibrant kind of lime green. Almost matches a little bit of the lime green in my shirt, even though you can't really see it because of my lighting. It stinks. I hope to get some lights ordered on Thursday. Then we have this one. This one is called Wild One, and I absolutely love this teal. It is just absolutely gorgeous. And then we have Soiree. This one is almost like a dark teal, borderline navy blue with a teal to it. Absolutely love this color. The only one that really has any kind of sparkle to it, so to speak, would have to be the Magnetic. The rest seem like they're all satin finish, but I think they're going to be quite fun to play with. And also, I have a fondness for glitter, as everyone knows. I actually picked up some of the Poppin' Pigments Simply Glitter, or excuse me, Pure Glitter. This one is in Birds and Bees. I don't know why they called it that, but it's a ultrafine silver, and this is kind of a frosty mauve color. It's really pretty, and one of my actual pigment shadows from Hard Candy will actually match that quite well. Here's the next one, and it is City Chick. You've got the holographic silver over here, and then over here you've got kind of a antique holographic gold. It almost looks like gold with a little bit of diamonds in it. It's quite pretty. Then I have this one. This is one of the first ones I got, and it's called Silver Dollar. We've got the kind of opalescent, iridescent white, and it's a really vibrant white. And then over here is another kind of like an ultra-fine holographic silver. And I take it back, this one has a slight pink hue to it. So this one is more the silver holographic. And then my other one that I have for the glitters is Deep Blue Sea. I absolutely love these. We've got this nice little turquoise metallic, and we've also got this one, which is a icy blue opalescent iridescent glitter, and it's a little more coarse than the metallic. As a matter of fact, I've got to say this, these actually really remind me of Queen Elsa from Frozen. I did Elsa for Halloween this year for my 4-year-old niece. She absolutely flipped her wig. Okay, now onto the Poppin' Pigments themselves. This one is called Froggy Kisses. There's a nice little subtle pink. This is the one that I said would kind of match that little frosty glitter over there. And then this one is a nice vibrant lime green. Very reminiscent in color to Unattached. Only this one's a little bit darker. And also this one's got more of a pearl finish to it. And then we have this one here, which this one is Sugar and Spice. We have the nice bright pearl white. And then we have another Elsa color here. Pardon me. And this is a nice icy pearlescent blue. Whew! My throat's dry. Sorry. Let's see. Some more of my hard candy. I have these Shadowholic crayons. I absolutely love this mauve shade. It's quite pretty. And it's called Pink Lady. And I also have this one, and it is called After Hours. It's kind of a nice little purpley plummy brown. Probably more so purple than anything. Then there's this one in After Dusk. It's a nice kind of muted, slightly muted navy blue. And let's see. I thought I had all of them together. Apparently I did not. Okay, the next one is Mirror Mirror. It's a nice little shimmery white. And mind you, this white, it does not go on as strongly pigmented as the NYX Milk, and it does have a slight pearlescent hue. Then we have Cat's Eye. I love this green. It is just such an electrifying green. I absolutely adore it. And then last but certainly not least, probably my favorite one of all of them, is Purple Rain. This is a nice, dark, violet purple. I'm in love with purple. Anything purple. And then lastly, I haven't even taken this one out of the box. This one is the All Glossed Up Hydrating Lip Stain Crayon. Still hard candy, and this one is called Love Bite. I will try to get it out of the box here. Best tool ever, tweezers. It's perfect for punching through this little tape seal at the top. Alrighty, there we go. And it's a nice pinky mauve. Take it out so you can see it a little bit better, not a whole lot better. And the cool thing is it actually twists up. You don't have to sharpen this. However, with these, you do have to sharpen. So make sure you have a nice fat sharpener for those. And actually, since I'm in this box, I'm going to show you the other colors that I have from Makeup Geek. I showed you Utopia this past video, which was a nice, soft black with a lot of gold shimmer to it. I will show you the rest Excuse me, my nose is trying to run again. This one is Enchanted. It's kind of a nice little pinky purple color. I will open these up, but there's a lot of product in these things. Literally, it's just brimming. So whenever you open these up, you might have a little bit to fall out on your fingers. Yeah, a little bit of fallout on my finger there. But you have a lot of products in these things. If I can get my fingers in here. I'm having a case of fat Figner syndrome. Tweezers again. There we go. And this one is Prince Charming. I know you can't really see the true color on this one, but it's actually a really pretty baby blue. It almost reminds me of Cinderella's dress for the ball. Then we have Bewitched. This one, of course, probably has to be my favorite. It's a nice, pretty purple. And then we have Kryptonite, which is a nice, pretty, very Kryptonite green. Tweezers again. And this one is called Insomnia. This one, I am going to have to swatch for you. It is insane. Just because of the tone of this, it's just, oh. I'm just going to get it out of the lid. It's like a black, but it's got a bright turquoise, green. Ooh. Okay. Let me get a little more so you can see it a little bit better. But as I was saying, it's got that nice little soft black, maybe even a slight purple undertone to it, with that really metallic turquoise sea green flash. And a little bit goes a long way. I just rubbed it on my hand and my hand's all shimmery. This color is absolutely stunning. And also, if you look in the lid, it almost seems like it has a little bit of a red undertone as well. This stuff's getting all over my hands. I'm glittery! Yay! Next one we have is Paparazzi. This one is also really pretty. It's like a soft black with a lot of iridescent sparkle. It may be even a soft black versus a dark black. Borderline dark gray. Man, I am getting this stuff all over me. Trust me, I'm happy to be glittery in it. Jeez. And then, of course, lastly, Utopia. But these are all from Makeup Geek. I will have to link you to her site down below. She actually is really reasonably priced, and you get a lot of product in these little things for what you pay. Excuse me. And she has so many unique shades. She is amazing. I think that's about it for this haul. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to hit me up on Twitter, on Instagram, or in the comments down below. If you want to, of course, feel free to pass my videos along to your friends if they're makeup geeks just like we are. And if you have any suggestions for the next video, by all means, go right ahead. I am open to any suggestions you guys may have. And I want to thank Sarah for her comment last week requesting this neutral look, kind of like for a day at the office versus the night out on the town. I love you guys a lot, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.